No podcast live on this beautiful Sunday. I am your man Jaycutta. It's my right hand man here, Boss T, the chef. And today we're gonna talk about what motivates you to do what you do. Why do you get up every morning? What's your why? And just to take it a step further, it's a two-part type question. Is like, what if your why changes? Do you still get up every day with the same like energy to go after the things that you set forth in front of you? So I want to extend the question to my brethren first.
Oh, okay.
What is your motivation for just daily getting up? Because you get up super early, so like you have to have like crazy motivation because your hour frames are like, you can say, what the hell with this, really. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down today.
Yeah, it
so
is.
What makes you get up?
It's the. I think I can speak for most, dads and fathers, that type of deal. When you got family, it's something that my dad, told me. He's like, dude, it's gonna be days you ain't gonna feel it, you ain't gonna want to, but I mean, it's necessary to take care of the family.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about all of that is when you say your why, your why can come in multiple parts. We know we have to get up to take care of our family. That's just automatic. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. I'm not gonna sit at home. I'm not gonna be the stay at home dad. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna get up and show them, hey, our daddy got our back up. My wife may look at me and say my husband maybe got my back. I don't know. I'm just saying, but they know that I'm gonna go for the family. But intertwined in all of it is purpose. So for me, those dark days, especially the high school days, when you just really trying to find out, man, who am I? What is my purpose being here? And I had dark days like that. People, they say, oh, he the gentle giant, or, he always smiling. We cutting up that time, but it was a lot of personal turmoil going within myself because I couldn't figure out, what is it? Why was life treating me so differently than everybody else? Well, first thing in it is the devil in that is comparison. Okay, so it's like first I had to cut that part out, and then it wasn't until they started something at Berea High School called Natural Health. Miss Kepler started the community, and the trick to this whole thing was the only way you could get in was you had to be voted in by your peers.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically had to go to her to say, look, if I had an issue and I felt like I couldn't talk to anybody, who amongst my peers can I go and talk to? And unbeknownst to me, a lot of people had put my name in the pot. I ain't got a clue. It ain't like you was running for class president when you get to put up signs and all this kind of stuff. This is something that has to be done, on the back, the backside of it. So when she came to me, she was like, look, these people saying that they had anything going on that they got. So we get that started. We end up going to Camp Greenville for a weekend to kind of be a retreat. So it's me and a few more people that unfortunately have passed on that was in that group. And I remember Dan Sprouse and Kayla and all us. So we learned how to hone our skills at listening. And then once, got through high school and just really got into life, my thing was always trying to, be that person in between something that somebody is lacking at the moment, because most of my thing comes from feeding. My mom, awesome cook. My dad was always a giver, so I saw it, you know. And then it was just one Thanksgiving out of the blue. Like I say, my mom just cooked huge meals, but it was a small group of us in the house. So I remember it like it was yesterday. I just took the meals, what was left over, put them in to-go boxes, went down to Washington Street by the Mission. So I just handed out plates. I mean, it was gone. You know, them guys got to eat. Then the bulb just went off like, man, I'm gonna do this. So the next year, so that first year was 98, next year 99, we started just handing them out every Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving year after year after year. And then I realized that Thanksgiving just wasn't enough. It's 364 days in the year, and people were going hungry or without socks or without coats. So as that came along, so you got dual purpose. I got to get up, I know, to take care of my family. But my thing that God put on me was, man, you got to help your people. And I might not have had all the things inside to help them get jobs and get their paperwork straight. But if you came across me, I'm going to feed you. I'll make sure you got some socks. I'll make sure you got a coach. And then, down that line, when me and you got tagged up, we started the coat drives and the canned goods and the socks and all of that. So my everyday getting up was that purpose. I'm gonna find a way to not only feed my family and make sure they good the best way I know how, but at the same time I'm serving the purpose God put me here for. And then sometimes, though, in that you trying to do too much, it'll burn you in a sense that some people like to abuse the privilege of knowing you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I had to get burned one or two times in that midst to understand, you're gonna have to start putting some boundaries on this thing, as to when you do it. But make no mistake about it, the purpose is to take care of this community. And I have gotten together with some of the best groups in the world, from After Dark Riders, Unique Divas, Southern Divas, my cousin Rodney, a ton of folks over the years that's what we do, man. We get together to, serve this community the best way we know how. And that's purpose for me. Because it was, like I say, it was something that I found in my darkest hour. And I still say to this day, the thing that probably kept me alive, to be honest. Because the hole was dark. I didn't never have no on the record, actual suicide attempt or anything like that. But I guess I was just more lost in the why am I here? Because it seemed like I was just floating. It's just like, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? And it just took off from there, man. And I still got my days. You know what I'm saying? So days you like, boy, I'm tired. I just want to go home. I'm gonna sit down.
Right.
But I'm always up. I'm up in the middle of the night. I always got something going on that's I feel like, it gives us the opportunity to serve, to our community and the people.
So let me ask you, do you feel like that can be transferred to another person? Do you think that can be passed down? Do you think that what I'm saying, can become a way of life for those that are around you? To build something bigger, maybe a legacy.
Yeah, that's something that I talk to my kids about, and I think that's the best thing about it, because they were there with me. Once I got married, of course my daughter was here before we got married, but she saw it, and then once Zay came along, Zay, once he got to where he was 5, 6 years old, I used to let him ride with me. And hand out meals. And then more recently, when COVID struck, they were at home, and so I was at home at the time because of the injury and all this stuff with basically my life was almost go too. So on part of that rebounding was me getting with him because he was at home, and every Friday me and him was out in the streets, delivering stuff, and we would pick up meals from one place, and they were gonna basically toss them in the trash, and we just go out, just to make sure people was eating. So he saw it firsthand. My daughter saw it firsthand, and then now my grandbaby, she see it, so she with it, sometimes. So it's one of those things, and we just go from there.
So as a founder of In the Know podcast, was this a spinoff to what you had a passion for in your life? Did this podcast kind of spin off of that, or was this just another?
Yeah, I think it was another lane in the sense that, just another avenue. Because you got so many things intertwined sometimes, because I got my food line, I got my barbecue sauce line that I'll be bringing back here shortly. I definitely got my Carolina Rhinos, the youth football team, and then incorporating this was really a mix of ideas because we chop it up in the barbershop, and I'd be like, dude, it's a lot of information that just really need to get out there.
Yeah.
And this is just something that me and you, can do, and we talk about it, and then finally I just said that I'm gonna pull the trigger. I got to, whatever gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, Jay, I bought the equipment, let's go. You know what I mean? And he was like, man, ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And we just started out. We have graduated from my son's old bedroom to your basement, and now we get to be in the beautiful Judd Hub facility. I mean, it's lovely over here. I'm loving it, man, and yeah, I really don't, what to say. And it's only, up from here,
Right.
But I think, we can use this platform in a sense to get more out, things out that people may not be able to, get firsthand, and then, like I say, if it turns into something where it generates that kind of flow and that kind of cash, of course we're gonna take care of the community. That's what we do, man. You know what I mean? So it's
right.
Like I don't want for anything. Yeah, true. We all can need more money. We all can do this and that, but at the same time, though, I mean, I go home, I'm at peace. I got my babies around me. I got a good support system, so I don't really want for anything. Just want to do, what I set out to do.
Right. Okay. Just wondering, because I know a lot of people may watch but not know the backup or the background, shall you say, of the podcast itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, In the Know, could you bring us into how you came about with
the name
In the Know? Because it's not you don't hear that every day,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because some people can't even really get to the flow of saying, okay, so in the know of what? What you know?
But,
so
and
you know what I'm saying?
That goes to the question. It's more like what we don't know. We know what we know, and so that when you know what you know, you're comfortable.
Right.
But when you have to go outside of your realm of what you don't know, that's when you're uncomfortable with it. But that's the only way you can progress.
Right.
So you it's like you being a master barber. Your stuff. But if you say, what, man, maybe I'm just gonna transition into going from barbering to tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a leap. That ain't even it's similar because it's gonna be something that people can see, but that's a leap.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So now you uncomfortable because you're going over there thinking, boy, I don't want to mess up.
Right.
But at the same time,
Kate mess up. It's
right.
It's
It's So, but once you take that leap, it goes, okay. So now I have progress from where I was here because I was a master ball. I'm still a master ball, but I'm taking off to go somewhere else, and I have done well when I went. So that's progress. Well, just taking a leap is progress. You know, but see, I guess that's a success in once you start to master that part too. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to get some backup, a little background on this thing, man, because a lot of times people that create things or get things moving don't get to tell why. A lot of times they're just caught up in producing, making something happen. And me personally, my motivation is so much similar. It goes from it goes from family to obligation, honestly, because like you can't learn about what you need to do for your people and not ever do it for your people. So it's like
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of people gain knowledge, but it's really nothing. You become a philosopher, but knowledge plus action equals wisdom. So you know what I'm saying? It's like that helps you to understand why you learn so much stuff and why this knowledge is important. So I think it's very important that the people know today of who you are, who I am, and why we are who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
Unless you personally know us, you don't have a clue why we do what we do.
Right.
But
and that's the biggest thing. So your why, in that definition, you know what your why is, and then did it change for you?
Mm-hmm. It did. It changed dramatically because at one point in time I was out for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a nation mind to be concerned about my brothers and sisters. I didn't. And it was like seeing people like you and some of the others around the city, which wasn't a whole lot, but seeing y'all kind of like take time out to do things. And once I started plugging into those things, I started to look and be like, dang, this is nice though. If they had a little more help, this would be bigger. That would be nice. You know what I mean? So those kind of thoughts started coming, and it's like, well, dang, I've been grinding for myself all this time. Then I walked by people. Back in the day, I used to walk by people that were less fortunate. And it was like, some of them you talk to, but you never had a heart for the people. You know what I'm saying? Right. Unless that was your mission. If it wasn't your mission, you walk right by them. So it's like a lot changed in my life growing up. First of all, it had to do with maturity, to understand that I wasn't placed here by myself for myself.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And maturity allowed me to get to that point to understand what my why is. And my why became family, became loved ones, became friends, became people I don't know that I'm gonna be used for. But that just came with maturity in the scriptures and understanding more of the pages and just really reading and starting to just see like, wait a minute, okay, so he keeps putting you in a position to have some type of platform. What you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? It's like stop using the platform for yourself. Because it's easy to do this. It's easy to use the platform for yourself because you feel entitled to it because you have it. So it's like, but a real growth is shown when you have a choice. Do I do this for me, or do I do this for someone else?
Yeah.
When you have that choice and you make that choice to be that difference, then you're showing your signs of maturity. So that became my why as I began to have a family, because I'm the only child.
Yeah.
So I've been like rotten. Just, hey, you feel just everybody. Ooh, yeah, I catch it too, man. I catch hell about that, man. Like, I had family members so mad at me because my grandmother used to spoil me bad. You know what I'm saying? My mom spoiled me bad. And it's like they were like, ugh, you just
awful.
Ugh.
Terrible.
You just get away with everything. You just make me school. Wait till they leave. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations, Like, yeah. Hey, can I ride with y'all? They're gonna do something to me. I need y'all to know that before y'all leave. But as I grew up though, I got older. Shout out to my wife for helping to pull that out of me too. She pulled out ability to love someone other than myself. And that was big because it's not the man-woman thing, because that's natural.
Right.
That's not what it is. It's the fact of understanding that even if a person comes with someone else, you find out about that other person. What can you see about them that they may need that connects you that much further into the whole entire situation.
Yes, sir.
So being a step parent, man, really taught me a lot of how to put down some of the things maybe I would normally do first for me.
Yeah.
And make sure that everyone else has. Now, you have to be careful that you don't just throw yourself away, because it can happen to where you do too much for other people and you throw yourself to the wolves, you know what I mean? And you turn around 10, 15 years later, you don't have an identity. You're like, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm just Mr. Such and such. I'm married to such and such, and these are my kids.
Right.
That's my story. Like, they
Right.
like, wait a minute, you don't have anything else? Like, you don't do anything? You don't go anywhere?
Right.
So, I was at that point to where I didn't do anything for Josh. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I had to reactivate even my barbering. That's where Jaycutta came from, because I used to be the technician. Mm-hmm. So it's like Jaycutta came as a like a refreshment.
Gotcha.
Just like let's do a new thing, Josh. All right, okay, man. Come on, Jaycutta, let's go.
That's the superhero.
You see what I'm saying? You have to put on the cape. So.
That's and I can't. Like I said though, man, I think that's the thing that bonds us, because people might not know or might not know we've known each other since high school.
Yeah.
And you was that dude back then.
Bulldogs.
You was the back then. We lost somewhere in the years in between that, but once we got back together, it was like, shoot, man, that he is who he is. You know what I mean? And I think that's just part of that growth thing from just hanging out and then seeing each other evolve over the years.
Right.
And, it's just one of the things that, like I say, when I was, doing what I was doing, I remember you coming by the house every Thanksgiving. I knew this dude was coming by the house. He go break breakfast. He was my runner between my house and the church.
Yes, sir.
Taking food back and forth for them the pans of food so they can serve the community. So he was my he done all that for me for years. But we was always cutting up and stuff like that. And then when I had a chance to when he moved back into the shop, and I just started taking me and Zay, and it's been love ever since. But it's crazy the journey that we've all taken, to be honest, because things could have ended up so much different. And I love the way you shout out your wife, because without mine, dude, man, look at it. It would be totally different. She drive me crazy every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we got any spare time, we don't have any spare time, because of the simple fact we at Lowe's or Hobby Lobby or something when she redoing my house. Let me tell you like this: she rearranged my house as much as she rearranged her hairstyle. Yes, sir. I'm coming into something new every day. It's something, but that's her, and I've enjoyed watching her start. Do her little thing. Now she run the family channel, and you go over to that and you see all of that over there, because that's what she do, and the way she handle the grandkids and all that, still with the children, that's awesome. It's just like you say, it takes, when you have somebody on your side that's helping you align yourself, or keeping you in that space. I'll tell you like this: holding you down without holding you back. Then you find the right person.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, she get on the nerves, but it is what it is.
You wouldn't keep them if they didn't, though.
Right.
It's got to be a challenge somewhere. You wouldn't keep.
And I think that's some of the ways that I guess they show that they care, because they aggravate you to death. But the thing about it is, if they didn't, you'd be stuck. Like you would literally probably stay in the same place if somebody didn't get after you. So that's like I said, that's one the whys and the purpose, and because my thing is this, my goal or one of my goals, if this thing does what it's supposed to do, is I actually want to build a food bank on our side of town so people don't have to go as far to get what they need. I think that would be awesome. But in turn, let it be some way we can get people back to work, get the paperwork they need, whether they need IDs and social security cards and all this kind of stuff to kind of get them back into society. Because I think the more we help this way, then, because there's a lot of people that's out there that don't want to be out there.
Yeah.
But when they lost everything, and they just don't know how to get back. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I think if we can come between that and push a little bit to, get them back into society functioning like they were, I think, we eliminate a lot of, the issues, especially that we got in Greenwood, because Greenwood not only has our population grown, but our homeless population has grown. Yeah. Like, it used to be 1 or 2 spots where you saw maybe homeless people. Now, it's everywhere. Yeah. From downtown to all the way out to Woodruff Road. I was out on the Woodruff Road at the Walmart back there, and I seen people coming out the little forest back there, and I'm like, what the world?
Oh yeah, the cut is real now.
Yeah, like, dude, it has no. The only place I know ain't got no homeless folks is Santa Clara. That's $1 million houses.
Because they have patrol.
Right, but other than that, everybody, it's citywide, So yeah, that's my goal. Well, like I said, whatever this turns into, and we can't do none of it without you guys' support. So chime in and go subscribe and leave your comments on the Facebook page, on fan base, YouTube page. I'll throw up all the links. We look for the feedback. We know we're not perfect. We knew that getting into this. We knew that we were always gonna, we were gonna make some missteps somewhere because this ain't our avenue in a sense, but we made it our avenue. Yeah. And we're gonna continue to, do and put stuff out there that helps. We're gonna get some silliness in here. But we're gonna do silly is our priority. Yeah, but it's gonna be more like edutainment. So you may get a little bit of entertainment, but also to educate too, because I'm learning stuff every day. Yeah. And the guests that we're gonna have next week, they're gonna teach us a lot about the processes of finances and home buying. So be sure to check that episode out because if we can put it out there and help somebody, hey, that's what we're gonna do.
Because if you have some questions that you would want us to ask next week's guest, send those in. Hit the page up and drop your questions, man, because that's the whole power of this, being able to do what you couldn't normally do, which is be in touch and reach people who you wouldn't normally be able to reach. So while you have these opportunities, just drop your questions if you have any thoughts, things of that nature. Maybe some topics that you need addressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Drop those, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if we can find a host that can get them on and answer your questions and things of that nature. Yeah. Hey, we ain't got no problem putting anybody on, and that's like I say, it works twofold because we also are guys that we don't have a problem putting anybody on at all. Sometimes that's just the thing. Some people don't have no real marketing budget or anything. Man, come on the show. Let's put the information out there. We'll put up your photos or whatever you need to, or where you're gonna be, or any of that, so people can get a hold to you to get the wheels turning in your favor. And we just keep moving from there for all. But here go my thing. I gotta throw it out there, okay? For all of the people who make delicious treats, cakes, cookies, pies. Okay? Your boy's birthday is next month. Okay? So if you want to star on the show, be sure to send it to us so we can taste test it.
Driven.Come.
Yeah.
Pies.
Them cookies.
Driven.Come pies. Try to get all three of names in there. Try to get it out there.
Oh yeah. So you got Tree.
Come through.
My little sister Stacy Kersey. I'm waiting on my banana pudding cake. Let's see. I got Vicky. Make some delicious cupcakes.
Tawana Dub.
Yolanda Young.
Yup.
Shanice Ashmore. Keita Chanel. Yeah, the Sweet King out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
We know too many.
Yeah, that's a damn shame.
Terrible.
That's awful.
We rattling off too many names, like you feel.
But in that line of the bench, we do like to eat healthy too. So
Yeah.
all my aspiring chefs, because I like to cook too, come on the show. Bring your meals, or if you want us to display a meal and you're going to be set up at a certain shop, hey man, let us know. We have no problem putting it out there for anybody. This the come up show. We going to bring you along.
Yep, we coming for you, M&J.
Yeah.
Need to see you, Regina. You know what I mean? We need to see you, Regina.
My big brother Benjamin with them ribs and them red hots. And matter of fact, you need to holler at me too because you need a grill.
Yes, sir. Gotta have it.
Yeah.
I need it. Yeah, I'm gonna need it too within the next few weeks too. So I gotta get at him.
Yeah, you better because this is season.
For it warm up. Yeah, I gotta get at him now.
Yeah, he gonna be wild. I know he ain't gonna get no rest.
Yeah.
So
call him tomorrow.
Yeah, we got plates and stuff everywhere. Yeah, like I said, just let us know. I got Chef Aruba Craft. She do amazing work. Chef Naisha. Went to class with her. Man, she brought us. But she must didn't want us to finish the class. She brought in Sunday dinner on a Thursday. I think I slept till Sunday. Man, this joke had pot roast, macaroni and cheese, yams, and we in class. Now we don't have to eat and stay woke.
Dead.
Man, it was awful. Man, you trying to eat all that and trying to concentrate. You sit there looking at the board, blinking.
I ain't concentrating. I'm gonna let the teacher know. I got iris.
Look, you just like that.
I'm gonna be asleep in about 10. I'm gonna be asleep.
Yeah.
Just leave my paperwork on my desk.
Awful. But we got some of the best cooks up, but we don't. The thing about it is we don't have no concentrated area. You know what I mean? You got a restaurant here, a restaurant there. People with food trucks, and then there's people that just do it straight from their house. So it's really just trying to get that all together.
Yeah, set that little network up. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So
it'll be coming though. That'll be an event we're gonna be doing. So you guys get ready, get your collective sales together.
Yes, sir.
Because we will be hollering at you about that. Come out here and showcase your businesses.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's that time. In case y'all don't know, if you haven't paid attention, we need each other. Get yourself together.
That's it, man. We interdependent.
For real.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are needed.
Man, I'm enjoying this space, dude.
Yeah, this is a wonderful place over here.
Yeah.
It's got a good vibe to it too.
Good vibe to it.
Nice energy.
And then, so also, be looking out in your inboxes, because what men and women think part 2 is coming up. Gonna change up a few guests, and it's gonna be just as silly as the first, but we also gonna need people to come and ask questions. So it's gonna be, situated a little bit different than the first one. The first one, it was like a big, it was just a big laugh session. We got serious when we needed to, but we had just fun just hanging out. And But the second one, we'll have people in the audience, and per se, they get to come up and ask and direct their questions to whoever they feel, and that way it's a little bit more
structured.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, we were out through that last time.
Yeah, last time we had about. We talked all over each other.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like
man, I'm looking forward to that. And but here's my challenge. If anybody listening to this podcast, I got certain people that I always wanted to interview. Okay, one of them being Shaq. I've always wanted to interview Shaq. I've always wanted to interview Bubba Wallace. Okay. I definitely know I ain't gonna get Mike Tyson. Not anytime soon. But he is on the list.
Don't do Iron Mike like that.
Or I would love to interview Byron Allen.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what I mean? So if anybody got to connect, I can get to any one of them. I would love the opportunity to interview any of those guys. That I think that would be super cool.
Yeah.
You ain't got no dream list?
Nah, I really don't. I'm on my dream list, so
Ooh, okay.
I don't really have one.
They're gonna go that stinking party again. They go that stinking party again. And he said, I ain't on the list. I ain't got no list. I am the list.
I'm the list. I mean, hey, I got to be what I am.
Okay.
But nah, I really don't. I don't have any. I tell you one I would love to interview though.
Who that?
3 Stacks, Andre 3000. That would be an interview.
Oh, yeah, that would be dope.
That for the ages.
Man, I take Big Boy. Ain't no slacking Big Boy.
No, there's nothing wrong with Big Boy. Andre just, to me, covered different types of areas in my life I've been through. Like,
I got you.
You know, me and 3 Stacks have been through some things.
Okay. 3 Stacks.
From
man
players ball to international players.
Hey, man, listen.
On out.
Don't say nothing about that Southern player list. Not
further all the way out. You know what I'm saying?
Outcast owe me money. You know how many times I bought that and somebody jacked it, man?
Hey, man.
No.
Shout out to the 90s when cats used to see CDs all the time. The NORE Noriega album, the Locks, Money, Power, Respect, DMX album. All them joints got jacked on a regular basis. So
you go right down to BJ's, go on the bar again on that Friday, by Sunday afternoon, boy, somebody done jacked you.
Right.
Gone.
You got to the point where you want to start letting people ride with you.
Right.
But don't even get
man,
the car.
why you pass me? You see me go back? Boy, look here, I know you steal.
Well, I bet you got my joint from last time. I bet you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
we silly, man, but it's the truth. The truth works.
Fact stuff. Yeah.
Hey, Outcast owe me money.
Yeah.
Okay, what nobody say, boy.
The Goody Mob albums, buy them all the time. But anyway, yeah, I feel what you're saying though. Yeah. But shout out to everybody, man. Just shout out to us as a people.
Right.
We gonna be all right, y'all.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hang in there with each other. You know what I'm saying? And we'll hang in there with you. You know what I mean?
And like I said, man, you know if you know the numbers, hit us up, man. Call us. If you don't, hit the inbox. Hit whatever you need to get a hold to us, man. But let's make this do what it's supposed to do, and realize we all interdependent on each other's success, and we're gonna be all right. There ain't no hierarchy in this. There ain't no I'm above you, so we ain't doing all that. It's just that time, and we're gonna do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Got anything for Mike?
Hey, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, on everything.
Subscribe.
Go to Facebook, look us up. Hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're on fan base, hit us up. And if you're on here, like the channel, because that's what I meant to say. Mind slips, man. You never owe that yet.
Young man.
So this is what's gonna happen. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, minimum of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're gonna start doing contests at every mark. So at 1,000, we're gonna do a contest, and we're probably gonna end up giving away 3 days at Myrtle Beach trip. I got that kind of lined out already, so help us push to get there. And then at 10,000, that's when the money comes in. Got something geared up for you. We're gonna make it nice though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about, like I say, it's all about giving back. It don't take nothing. It ain't gonna hurt you to subscribe. It don't cost you nothing.
Yeah.
Not a dime. Just hit the button. Other than that though, Chief, what you got for me?
Ain't nothing. Take care of each other. Take care of each other and do better this week than you did last week. Let's make some change out there, all right?
All right.
Stay up, stay together, stay strong. Peace and love.
Out of here.